Okay, first of all, welcome, and this is a very hearty welcome to the inaugural Vulnerability Conference, or VulnCon 2024. I can't believe we pulled this off. Okay. There's a whole lot of how we got here. And so basically what I want to do is I want to talk about why are we here? And like all really neat things in our industry, it started with a dream. Think about the dreams of things that we built that are now part of the entire ecosystem. First, CVE, CVSS, CSEV, CBRF, EPSS, CVD. Wow. When I talk to people in my company or around the world or to my wife, the question is, what are you talking about? But we know because we live this. This is our thing. And the remarkable thing about this entire thought process is of all of those groups that we've mixed around in and played with, we've done it as silos. We've been the individual because we were focusing on solving a problem. And at heart, we're all incident responders. And we just react is what we do. And when we have a need, we build something. Folks, as I've spoken to a lot of you, we've come to the realization that we've never cross-communicated, cross-pollinated, coordinated, or collaborated as the vulnerability ecosystem. Ever. Wow, what took us so long? Quite frankly, we didn't see the need. We didn't think about it. It didn't smack us. But everyone who uses it is asking, why doesn't this all work together? So the joint sponsors are the CVE program and FIRST to come together and say, hey, let's execute an agreement between us and dream of a conference. I was new to the CVE board and they were talking about, well, the last event didn't go the way we wished. And we talked about things and I did something I do to other people. I made suggestions. I said, why don't we think of this? We could do this. We could tie together with others. We could do. And they said, you're the new guy. You're it. And for anyone who's ever worked on a working group with me, like my good friend Josh Demling, he knows exactly what happened is I normally task people that way. So he found it was amusing that I got tasked. But being a good buddy in the PSIRT SIG, as co-chairs, where I go, he goes. So
Kicking and screaming.
I thank Josh, but not only that, I want to thank the program committee. So if each of you stand up, Julia, Cassie, Steve, Val, Megazone, Krobe. Who did I leave off? Okay. And Grace, is Grace, okay, Grace out at the registration desk from CAPS, she and Tracy. I'm gonna tell you, this group, we started meeting in November, December?
It was November.
Okay, and we pulled a conference off and people thought we were crazy. So thanks for craziness, okay? You guys really pulled it off. I am proud of all of you and the work that you've done. And I'm also proud of those who made the submissions because you made it actually kind of hard for us. We thought maybe we could run one track and we filled all 3 tracks and still had to turn presentations away. So for an inaugural event, we've already met success. We exceeded what we thought we could do for getting here. So what are we doing while we're here? Now, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to challenge you to think about networking. That's why we have 2 nights of social, Monday and Tuesday night. We want you to network. We want you to have the hallway track. We want you to communicate with each other. More importantly, we want you to think about what can we do next as an ecosystem. See, that's the missing part. We've never put it together for everyone to understand how it works jointly, collectively. We've left them to their own devices. And so everyone has created all this stuff to make it work. And I'm going to tell you right now, while we can have some sponsorship from governments, all this was put together by us, the private sector. Some think about it. Where's the idea come from? Who does it? Who produces, consumes it, and uses it? So we need to do that in partnership, but people talk about let's lead. Time is now. So I ask you to think about that. So the whole goal is our ecosystem. Take notes, make suggestions, please turn them in. What can we do better? Since I'm saying it's inaugural, yes, we're talking about next year already. For those who do planning, we wanted a little bit more time. Okay, it'll be a little bit larger. It includes some other groups that we didn't. This is more of getting the ecosystem, those who do the different programs and standards, to start the work. We're by no means the way everything is communicated. So we'll allow those who, the industries, to bring that together. Now, a couple rules. One, we are live streaming. We have over 240, 260 registered attendees from around the globe. So for those of us who have a problem with those 4-letter things, be careful, because they will also be posted later on to YouTube and both CVE and FIRST channels, but they won't be immediately. The live stream allows them to talk and ask questions, so we'll be working that to try to get that in. Q&A is as important as the presentation. In fact, I would say it's more important than that. Okay, so market calendars for next year, somewhere between late February to early mid-April. It'll be North America, figure 4 days. Or put a mark down. Okay. Also, you should have noted in your information packets, there's a FIRST app for events. Please check it. There'll be communications there. There's also the Discord server. There's one for each room. There's one for administration if you have questions, and for the speakers, there's yet another. So if you have questions, it's a fast way to try to get answers and continue conversations. Okay. We want to make it interesting. So knowing that you guys are challenging, you like challenges, we have a Jeopardy trivia game. We're looking for you to form teams. You have to sign your team up. So on this next break, you need to go over to the registration desk and see Tracy or Grace and sign up to 10 people. I will say there is a prize for the winning team who gets the most points. We tried this in the PSIRTs TC last year, found it was great success. No, we didn't use the same questions. But those who've lived the system seem to know the answers better. That doesn't mean you get them all right, though. So at any rate, we found it great fun because it is talking about all of us, all our different groups. So hopefully that covers enough interests that you can score points, and then we'll have a great challenge on that. Okay. So what are we looking for you to do? 1, be responsive, be respectful. Do challenge the question. Challenge the system, not the individual. We're trying to grow. Growth comes from us questioning what we do and can we do it better. Anything else? No. Anyone have any questions? Where's my timekeeper?
Right there.
How much time do we have? What?
For those of you that know Pete, being concise, to the point, and succinct is not exactly his strong suit when it comes to speaking. Bless his heart, which is part of why I was up here, to try to help harness what he said. But I think he did a beautiful job of making the point of how important an event like this is for our industry, for our ecosystem, for the things that we do. The opportunity to network, to even build relationships with the speakers, to come together for that next generation of product security maturity this is the beginning of, I think, a new generation. So look to the people that you're sitting next to, build relationships with folks that you don't know today, and get involved in the community if you aren't already. So thank you all, though, for coming. I think this is a bigger turnout than I expected. Pete and I had a big debate about this early on because we started in November, and I said there's just not enough time. And to see how many people showed up, I'm glad I was wrong. I'm really happy to see so many people make plans to come out to an event that came together under such a short timeline. And the program committee, everybody that participated in the program committee really pulled out all the stops to make this happen. And so we got a lot of confidence that this won't be a once in a lifetime event, but next year, expect a lot more. So thank you.